The land is burning low.
Hi all, welcome to Vlogmas Day 10. I am back with another top 10 list. Today I thought I'd go over things that have changed since the move in the past, I guess, 2 months? 2 months since the move. We have little life things between here and there. Number one is recycling. New York is really big into recycling, and there's tons of programs, and there was even like a fledgling compost program that we were getting ready to have parts of New York City has, and yeah, I was hoping my neighborhood would be any minute. Here they don't do that. That doesn't really happen. There is very, very, like, 2 or 3 places in town, like super limited places to be able to take your plastic recycling, but it may or may not make it to being separated, which sucks. So we're using a lot of plastic bags and a lot of, I use my reusable grocery bags where I can, but just not as much, and it's not as comfortable for them to do, and lots of bottled water, and yeah, that part sucks. That was number 2, was actually reusable bags. So I don't get to use those quite as often, and I wouldn't be able to use the produce bags. Number 3, walking versus driving. I walked a bunch in New York. I loved walking. I would walk, 20 blocks, 40 blocks, no problem. I was never in the car, very, very rarely in the car. Here, I'm in the car all the time. And my neighborhood, there are places to walk, but most places there aren't, because everybody kind of prepares for the summer when you can't really go outside. Number 4 is grocery shopping. Grocery shopping here is done at the mall for the most part. There is a local store that I showed you guys around, Spinny's, that I can go to that's out, it's in a shopping district, but not exactly a mall. There's a couple standalones. There's an Almira, which is more like an Arabic focused market. It's really cool. They have super cool Qatari products, and it's a good place. And then there's a Lulu hypermarket, which is a little bit more Asian focused. Those are standalone, but by and large, Carrefours and Monoprix and Megamarts are all in malls. Number 5, Uber versus public transportation. So going along with the walking and driving, I never really took Uber in New York. I was worried about being absconded with in New York. I'm not here, and I take Uber pretty much everywhere. I don't take taxis as often because you can't pay with credit card on taxis, and Uber, I don't have to worry about it. It just comes, I know how much it will cost. It comes directly out of my card and the app, so it's much more convenient for me. Public transportation, there is a bus. I want to figure it out. It's the 777 bus. It's run by the taxi company, and I want to figure it out, but I have not yet. I just figured out 2 days ago how to get a bus pass. Number 6, coffee with friends. As I've been flippantly telling people, I accidentally retired for a while. I've been getting tons and tons of coffee. That is the thing you do here. Coffees and breakfasts, occasionally lunches, but mostly coffees and breakfasts here with friends. Number 7, socialization in general. That has changed a lot for me here. In New York, I was perfectly fine to be at the house all day by myself. It was fine. I had things to do, schedule places that I knew where to go, just my own thing. When I wasn't working, I would go to tech meetups, and I would, had a set schedule of practice and other, working on getting a job type things. And then it was just, you know, more familiar. So I had, you know, a set amount of things that I would do. Here, I don't have that network as much, so I have a social network instead. I've met tons of people, most great. I go out and I see people, the same people regularly, and it's kind of the touchstone of my week. It's, you know, kind of what my week revolves around instead of work. Number 8. This one sounds kind of dumb, but soap. So I have made our soap for the past, like, I don't know, 3 years, and I make this particular hippie soap. It uses Doc Bronner's Castile soap. It uses honey, almond oil, and castor oil, and like a little bit of orange extract. Well, I cannot get Castile soap here. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's because Doc Bronner's is all about some Jesus on the outside of the bottle. I don't know, but I can't get Amazon to ship it. iHerb doesn't ship it. It's not stocked in stores here. I cannot find it. I have tried using other Castile soaps. I hate them. They all seem to have oil in them, which makes the lather in my soap, throws it off, and it's just not as good. So we switched to Lush. Also other soaps, there's a preoccupation with having things disinfected here, which, I mean, understandable. Hepatitis is a shot that I had to get to visit here, so totally understandable. But we don't use antibacterial soap at home. That is not something we are interested in you know, really starting to use. So not kind of our jam. I did find, actually, I found in Carrefour today, my favorite brand of like US soap, Method. They sell it at Target. It's like, you know, natural. I really like that brand. I found it today. I was super excited. Let's see. Number 9, the dog situation. We went from having our grumpy old man that we loved so very much to losing him and having no dog and just being kind of, you know, dogless, which is not our natural state. I've had a dog since I was 20 consistently. And now we have a puppy, which that wasn't, you know, something that we had planned on having again right now. And we're glad we do, but puppies are puppies. They are not 11-and-a-half-year-old grumpy old men. And then number 10, the hours. So hours here are just it's a lot to wrap my head around. DH works a lot more than he did before. He's home way less time. He's typically works 5 to 6 days a week, like, you know, 60 hours he's gone out of the house, and he's not sitting 5 feet from me all day anymore. So we used to both work out of the house, and this is a big difference. Also, weekends here are different. Local weekends, as I've mentioned, are Friday and Saturday. Sunday is local Monday, and DH, if he gets a day off, usually it's Sunday. Like, I mean, he can sometimes get Saturdays off, but like Sunday is his day off. So it's local Monday. Things may or may not be open. It's kind of weird. And like, I'm still wrapping my brain around Friday being local. Well, it's actually like local Sunday. So it's like the local holy day. Things aren't going to be open on time. Or like, you know, at 10 o'clock in the morning, don't try to go to the mall at 10. Well, or you could go to the mall at 10, but you have to leave at like noon for prayers for like an hour or 4 hours. Just whatever their jam is for opening. It's really frustrating because Friday is one of my kind of scheduled down days. Thursdays and Fridays are usually really light for me. So if I need to get something and I can't, you know, plan like, oh, I will be at this mall for coffee this day, I could go to this grocery store or whatever, you know, like whatever I need. If I can't plan around it, then that's kind of the day I used to do that. And then one of those days I sit in my bathrobe all day and I don't put clothes on, and I watch Netflix all day and decompress and unsocial. Sorry, Freya's hopping around. She's currently in puppy jail. Yeah, so that's kind of the top 10, or I guess 10 things that have changed in life. None of them are bad. Life is still pretty darn good on balance. But it's just, you know, some stuff that's changed in the past couple months. I hope you guys are doing well today. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.